One, I'm going to be working on translations all day today and tomorrow. Yes, I do translations. Two, I'm actually getting ready for my upcoming workshops that I opened up again for those of you that are interested in becoming interpreters or are struggling with your interpreting career, whether it be launching, gaining more customers, outreach, sales and marketing, whatever the case may be. I'm opening up the workshop. For those of you who are struggling in growing or launching or expanding your entrepreneur journey, I'm also opening that workshop. And lastly but not least, for those of you who are wanting to learn all of the tools, resources, how to do your sales and marketing online, and how I went from taking my offline business to an online business, I'm going to be sharing those as well on my workshop. And finally, with regards to entrepreneurship, as you know, I talk so much with regards to processes and procedures on how important they are, having your terms and conditions, promoting, sales and marketing, outreach, the whole 9 yards. Well, even for someone like me who's been in business for over 19 years, I still go through certain challenges with certain clients. And I know business is always up and down. There's internal changes. There's, changes in management or employees. And sometimes things can fall through the cracks. Do you agree? But that is why I say, for those of you who are already running your business and you don't have certain plans, procedures in place, processes on how important it is, because employees will either make you or break you. Okay, and more so if you don't have certain things in place to protect you as well as your business. The same thing goes for those of you who are actually contracting interpreters. They will either make you or break you. And if you don't have systems in place, procedures in place, protocols in place, again, they will make you or break you. So I try to be very understanding with agencies. So for example, myself, I mentioned before, I only work with 2, max 5 agencies. But for the most part, I keep myself pretty busy with my own clients when it comes down to interpreting and translation. And so from time to time, I do like to help agencies. Unfortunately, we go through issues with agencies because, like I just explained, I understand there's changes in staff, there's changes in procedures. And I always say, if it's not in writing, it never happened. So everything that I provide, everything that I do, I always do it in writing. Why? Because that is a way to protect myself as well as my business. And even then, sometimes, they don't respect that, and sometimes it doesn't even work. And so therefore you have to, balance it out. Is it worth continuing to try to collect your money? Or do you just let it go and continue to move forward? In my case, I kind of balance it out. I weigh out the pros and the cons. And this particular agency, this is another agency who I've worked for years, for about 5 years. Never had any issues. They had some changes in staff and did some work back in February, March, and April. And like I said, my terms, my agreement with them, it's XYZ. And so finally, after the 3rd month, it's like, okay, where's my money, right? So they did pay some of it, but now some of the outstanding invoices, they had me resend it, believe it or not, 10 times. This is a new employee, 10 times. Then they said, oh, well, we agreed to this because these are our rates, but you're charging me this. So then I sent over what I had, our agreement that I had actually made with the prior scheduler. Long story short, they don't want to honor that, even though it's in writing. And did a little bit digging and spoke to their management, spoke to some of their staff, did my due diligence, come to find out that apparently the previous employee, like I mentioned in my previous podcast and YouTube channels, the previous employee was accepting my rates, but they were undercharging the clients. So therefore, guess what? I might not get paid, either that or I have to accept their rates in order for them to make a profit. Yes, the agencies do need to make a profit. So I'm still in the negotiation process with them. Bottom line, you know what? I'm done working with certain agencies. Like I said before, I try to be understanding, but at the same time, you know what? I don't got time. I'm pretty busy and I don't got time to hunt people down for my money for services that I provided. But moving forward, like I said, I have my own clients, so I'm not even sweating off of that. But I know that many of you don't have your own clients. Many of you are at the mercy of the agencies. Many of you still have to make a living, so then you nickel and, they'll start nickeling and diming you, and because you need the money, then you say, okay, so therefore, we're undervaluing our services, our business, because we are at the mercy of the agencies. But it doesn't have to be that way. Why? If you sign up to my entrepreneurship workshop training, I'm going to provide you, teach you the back end, the systems, the tools, everything that I used and have used for the past 19 years to start and grow my business. These are proven methods, proven strategies that I have used not only for my business, but for other small businesses, for freelancers, for interpreters, for entrepreneurs. And I know that I can help you. So if this sounds like you and you are just tired now of agencies nickeling and diming you, or telling you that they can't hire you because you are not certified, or telling you they cannot hire you because you don't have the experience, well, when you join my group, my workshops, you will come out with a list of reputable companies that I have done business with that you can outreach to, so therefore you don't have to buy in to a customer list, and I will help you gain those customers to kickstart your business. Now, if you're struggling with your online social media, and don't be fooled by all these people with hundreds and thousands of followers, hundreds and thousands of likes, because I guarantee you not everyone is interested. A lot of those are paid followers, paid likes. And so my numbers may not be big, but these are followers that actually are my customers for the most part. A lot of them, we share, we help each other, but more importantly, it's helping me expand my online business. So like I said before, up until about a year ago, I was an offline business. Yes. So now with all this online social media, I had to be proactive, and I had to convert my offline business to an online business. And now it allows me the flexibility and allows me to be able to do remote training and help aspiring interpreters, entrepreneurs, those who have a special product, service, and just want to launch their business. And for those of you who are struggling to, get your business out to the world. Now, if you're looking for, glittery, sparkly, and you're looking into, spending thousands of dollars on branding, like I said before, no, when you're barely starting out, you don't have to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on your branding, on your website, on social media. You don't. There's so many free resources out there that you can utilize to your benefit, to your business benefit, so that you can grow your business. And like I said, in the 19 years that I've been in business, I don't spend on social media marketing. I don't spend on website design. Everything that you see I've created, it may not look the greatest, but it's functional. It brings in the business and it helps me grow. So if that sounds like you, make sure that you sign up to the workshops that I have going on. The link is in the bio. And for those of you that are not ready to join, but you're still struggling with your business, make sure that you sign up for all of my free resources, my podcast, my YouTube. Download your freebies, my Facebook private group, my Entrepreneur Cafe biz site. A lot of the resources, I do put them inside my private vault, and therefore you can have access to those. I have videos, I have downloadables, because I know how difficult it is to start and grow your business, and I know how expensive it can be. Trust me, I know. Okay, because at one point I had an office over 2,000 square feet. I had employees, I had contractors, I had to pay an IT guy, I had to pay a website designer, I had to, be compliant in order for me to continue with my government contracts. So I know. So if that sounds like you, or if you're ready to boss up and rise, make sure that you sign up to the workshops, because they're going to be starting this week. Okay, and I will be closing that group pretty soon. So get ready to boss up and rise, people.